Hey guys, and welcome back to day 13 of Apollyon single/server player series. I haven't really realized something, and it is that I'm out of lava. That's a bummer. I went back in the back and moved this guy around one more time, but it's just not moving this thing around all the time is just not going to work out for me. So I think that I'm going to actually set up a little a little lava transportation system out in the Nether. I was actually thinking about using the ender tanks to transfer it, and PaprPl8 and I had talked about not doing that. We kind of wanted to stay away from even though he's doing the magic aspect of this game, we wanted to stay away from that. At least ender tanks. We wanted to try and use like more physical means, like carts or something. We watched Direwolf start building a train train track stuff, and CPW actually helped him, or did a lot of it, and was helping him with it. And I think that looked like a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to use like the trains themselves, because the trains seem like way more complicated than I'm really able to do, but what I am going to do is just I'm going to make a bunch of rails, and then I think I'm just going to use a tank cart and maybe like a chest cart to move items back and forth through the zones. We also wanted to set up a quarry somewhere, and I think that we're going to use a Mistcraft Age, and instead of like run around, maybe I will run around and see what kind of pages the villagers have in the area, and maybe set up some villager breeding. But that, I'll be honest, it does not seem like fun. And the other thing that we noticed is when we were doing the Mistcraft, at least in 1.5, no, it was 4.7, it actually like put a lot of strain on the server itself, going to all the Mistcraft ages that you were making just to try and get the pages that you need, and you had to like fly around. We had all the suits and stuff, so we're flying pretty quick, but it was so time consuming and very server strenuous that I think we're just going to cheat in a Mistcraft Age for this server, just so that we don't have to deal with all of the maintenance issues that arise from that. But anyhow, let me get started making some of the rails that I'm going to need, some of the tracks. I'm going to use these booster tracks and then just the regular tracks, I think, to supplement the speed or the transition through them. Oh, the other reason that I did want to get the reason that I wanted to go to the Mistcraft Ages was to get the crystals that you need to surround the portals. So we're going to try and get those so that we can facilitate that a little bit better than trying to send it through the vanilla portal. The problem with the vanilla portal is non-player entities like carts and stuff have a 45-second delay between going through a portal. So if it goes through a portal and then immediately comes right back, it'll just get stuck and it'll ruin the whole thing. So we kind of want to use Mistcraft portals to do that. So anyhow, that's what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, I guess. I think PaprPl8 is going to help me in a little bit later, but we'll figure that out when we come to it. But I'm going to get started, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you the pattern for the advanced rails is like this, but you have to do it in a rolling machine, which I was not aware of, so I had to put my rolling machine back. But I'm going to get some of these. I'm going to get some of these, and hopefully I will have enough with just these. And I had a whole bunch left over from when I was doing it. So hopefully I can have enough to get where I need to go in the Nether, because it's quite a ways to get to where I need to be. So I will start that, and I will be right back. Hey, guys. So you know how deathly afraid of lava I am. Well, I just, for whatever reason, it seems to find me, and it very much does not like me. So the Nether is like is just terrifying to me. What I think I'm going to do is make a path, a pretty straight path, and hopefully it'll take more than 45 seconds to empty. I probably will hold the cart until it's done doing whatever it needs to do so that it takes longer, and I'll just use the normal portal for now. But I'm going to make a stairwell down to this down here, and then I'm going to use the endothermic pump, I think it is. Endothermic pump. Endothermic. So it's this pump. It will replace all of the lava with, it'll replace it with cobblestone or stone. I don't remember which one it is. Basically, it prevents the lag from happening on servers when you have all the flowing lava. So I want to kind of limit that for now. So let me get started on making a path down. I think I'm just going to take the into the middle here. Like, I don't have very much cobble on me. This is slow. But basically you need to be like flush with it, I think. So maybe I'll just go down here and then go out a little bit so that I'm more in it. Oh, okay, that's enough. So that I'm more in the middle. I'll probably just put it there. I think it goes like out in a 16 by, or yeah, like a chunk. So I'm not 100% sure how I need to have it. So I kind of want to get it out at least 16 blocks away, so that 16 blocks this way, 16 blocks this way. So let me do that, and I will be right back. This stupid gas. Alright, I'll be right back. One more time. Hey guys, I'm back. I think that I set it up the way I want. I have to make a bunch of switches to turn these on, but basically it's going to come in. I don't know what side of this comes on, so I'm going to have to try that a little bit later. But basically with these, because it comes in at a weird angle, if you put it down like this, it'll suck it up and then send it along its way. I have something similar on the other side. And I want it to come down and dump out in here. This is the one that's going to fill the tank. So basically I'm going to need an unloader here. You put the unloader on the bottom. And then I'm going to need a loader at the top or at the front. So let me start working on those real quick. Let me get up to the top. And we'll discover the pattern together, shall we? A liquid unloader. So it's a detector tank, which is brick around a pressure plate, a hopper, and some glass. I think I have all of that stuff. Yes, because I wanted to place that there. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I apparently do not have the hopper. I know I have. Okay, here's there's that. I'm going to make one of these. I don't know what's going on. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory right now. I'm having inventory problems. Alright, so I need 5 of these. One of these. I need 6. Wow, I have no glass. I think somebody might have taken my glass and not put it back. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm pretty sure it was paper plate. Alright, let me make some glass real quick, and alrighty, I'm back. I have the detector rail, then the liquid unloader. So I'm going to place this in the floor right here, and then I'm going to run, I hope, some fluid duct to it. I don't remember if I have any fluid. I should have some left up here. Let me grab that real quick in my Thumbcraft chest. Item, fluid duct. I should only need 3. I'll grab 6 just because you never know, right? So what this will do is empty out the cart. You can set it a bunch of different ways. I am going to set it. I don't know if you have to set that. I might need to fix it later, but you can set it to emit redstone if no liquid is moved. Manual edit, emit redstone. Hold cart until completely empty. That's what I want it to be set at. So basically it'll fill this up, and then I think you can pull it out normally and it'll send it along its way. So that's how I want it. I think I'm going to... Oh, I sent all my tracks in there. But let me get the liquid loader set up too, and I think it's roughly the same pattern. The liquid loader, yeah, it's just flipped upside down. So I will set this one up, and then I will meet you in the Nether. Alright guys, it looks like an iron tank gauge is 5 pieces of iron, or 4 pieces of iron flattened. So let's get the rolling machine back out. And it's right here. So I think that it is basically 4 pieces of... Oh, maybe it's this way? Okay, so that makes 4. Alright, so you take these. Alright, and I don't want... This ends up using power the whole time, and right now I'm really short on power, so I don't really want to leave it connected. So you take these 4 in a pattern like this. Wait, I need to make 16 of those. A pattern like this. That makes 8 of those. That's ridiculous. But now this should make a tank cart. So what a tank cart does is it'll hold, I think, 16 buckets worth, so it's a rather slow process, but for what I need it for. Yeah, so that's not it. That's not the right rail. What was it? The boarding track. Boarding track. Alrighty, here we go. Holding. Boarding. Okay, so that did do it. See how the arrow, you can kind of see this is flat and then the arrow is pointing that way. I know that I need it to be this way. Alright, so, and this is set to hold cart until completely empty. So this should, when I push the cart on there, it should activate this and push it back that way. And it does. Okay, so that's exactly what we want. Alright, so this is where we want. So now I'm going to make a bunch of levers to control all of these, and then I need to put one on each. Each of these needs a lever, and then I'm going to go through and do the same thing, but with a loader on the other side in the Nether. Alright guys, before I do that, I'm going to make the pump, because I don't want to go over there empty-handed. Wow. Wow, does this require a lot more stuff now. Okay, so I'm going to need 4 pearls. Okay, I can do that. a diamond, a bucket of lava, and a bucket of water, and an iron pick. I guess it's not a lot of stuff. So, I don't know that I have that much obsidian left. I don't. So, I need... I barely have enough. Okay, so that was obsidian and what? Oh, ender pearls. I thought I had them in here somewhere. Oh, it's probably in jewel gems. Yep. Okay, so 4 of these. So, oh! Ugh. I should really watch what I'm doing. This created 4, so I just kind of wasted a bunch. Maybe I'll make 4 different endothermic pumps. No? Endothermic pump? Anyone? Anyone? Alright. Well, I got this, and then I know I have some blaze dust. It's not blaze dust. Blaze dust to make an eye of ender. Alrighty, so a bucket of water and a bucket of lava. This is the endothermic pump. It doesn't really say what power it takes, so I'm going to assume it takes buildcraft power. That's probably a good assumption. I don't really know. So extra utilities is in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is basically the same setup I have down in the other one, where I'm going to use one of these to get it started, and then I'm going to use the I think I might actually just take that one. But basically I have one of these down in the I'm going to take one of these and go get that one later. The magnetic engine, because it's way faster, and as long as you have one, I'll take this too, I guess. As long as you have one of the conduits between them, it'll convert it, so it'll just work, and then I'll pump it in there. Alright, so this pump, I guess I'll just place it here for now. And with this guy facing it, I'm not gonna, so I need it to be powered, but I also need this fluid duct to output the liquid. So what I'm going to do, oh, I forgot to make the loader. Bummer. Alright, so this guy goes... Wait. I need to put the conduit... Wow. That couldn't be any more creepy sounding. So you put the conduit between it, you put this guy there, and then you give it a redstone signal with this wrenched. And it should... Voila. So what this guy will do, if I have it set up correctly, will start filling in, like I said, all of the lava with that stuff. Cobblestone or stone. It may go slow in the beginning while this is heating up, but once this kicks on, I think that it should be good. So I am going to go get a liquid here, so I could put this track here. So that boarding track will, the loader will be up on top of here, and then the liquid track will hold it and then send it. So I'm hoping this is working, because I don't really know. Wait, I know I can fix it. And put this in here. Alright, so that should... Yep, see, there it goes. It pulled it replaced it. So this is now getting juice. It should have a little more in it. I don't know. I'm going to also need to put a chunk loader over here too, so that none of this stuff gets stuck. But let me go back and get my cart or my liquid loader set up so that it'll load the liquid in there. So I need to make a chunk loader. A chunk loader is a ender pearl on top of 5 ingots on top of or around an enchanting or enchantment table. An enchantment table is 4 obsidian, a book, and 2 diamonds. So I need one for this side of the world, and I need one for the other side of the world. So I had made one earlier for when I was doing the farm at first. I turned out not to need that. So what I'm going to need now is a couple of books. All right, so there's that, and 4. Oof, cutting that close. And 2 diamonds, a book. And then I need 5 gold and an ender pearl. So you got the pearl, the 5 gold, and my table. Chunk loader. Okay, how a chunk loader works, I'm going to set it up. Okay, so if you hit F9, you get your chunk boundaries. So each one of these, and if you hit F9 again, it'll show you with more detail. So basically each one of these red lines is a chunk. So the chunk starts here and it goes all the way around. And as you can remember, this base was set up within one chunk. So the outside boundaries of the base are in a separate chunk. So what you want to do in most cases is set up a chunk loader in the middle of everywhere you want to load, and it's going to put strain on your entire system. So I'm going to try and limit the number of chunks that I load, at least at the beginning, because I'm not 100% sure how well my server can handle it. So I need to find a good place to put this, because basically I need this whole track and the portal to be within the chunks. So I'm just going to put it in this chunk here and then set it to... So if you show the lasers, it'll show everything that's being loaded. I'm going to switch to my flight form for a second to give you more of a bird's eye of what's going on. So right now it seems like it's loading. It's loading, I think, a 2 chunk radius. I think that's what it is. Oh, I didn't mean to place that there. So yeah, 2 chunk radius. So what that means is it's loading this chunk and then 1 chunk outside of it on either side. So see how it's loading this chunk? So it's basically a radius. So it's kind of hard to explain because it doesn't really make a lot of sense. A 2 chunk radius, you would think, I guess because it's counting its center chunk. So it's counting this chunk and then 1 more. So it's really a 3 by 3 square. It's confusing, but I think that this is actually encompassing everything that we need. So it's good enough for right now. I don't think this guy is working. Or maybe it's because it's not chunk loaded, or maybe it just has nowhere to go. So I don't know. I just don't know for sure. Or maybe it works without needing this guy. Oh, there it is. It automatically ejects. Oh, happy days. So, you know, my liquid loader's filling. And you can see it's replacing him. Happy days. Okay, so now I need to flight form again. Well, yeah, I'm going to flight form. I say flight form because I used to play WoW, and I was a druid, so this is where... Whew. That's one scary guy. Okay, so now F9 twice. So you can see the chunk boundary, and you can see how it's grabbing that chunk boundary. I kind of put this in a terrible spot because it's just going to grab these. But I can always just move it back out further the next time. So I basically want to load that one. So there's 1, 2. Wait, so there's this chunk should already be loaded, but I'm going to load it anyway. So I need 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to load at least a radius of 3. So I'm going to put it right here with a radius of 3. So that means it should grab what we're doing now, and it should also be on the other side of this. So you can kind of see it going through there. So it goes past that. So that is perfect setup for now. I should be able to just push this guy, and he should go on his merry way. He's going up. There we go. And he went through. Well, all right, so let's see. Let's just say that this guy was going. Hopefully this works. Go! All right, so he should zip along his way and end up at the fuel station, where he will quickly, hopefully, oh boy. Last time I did this, I was attacked by like 50 little spiders. Oh, gosh. Not awesome. As if the Nether wasn't scary enough. Whatever that just was stinks. Alright, so he's loading now, right? I never set this guy to forceful. Yeah, that works. He should be full. Oh. Yep, there he goes. Look at him, he's going. He's going. Guys, he's going. I don't know if I can keep up. Oh, I missed. I was too busy screwing around trying to... Oh, gosh. I'm going to miss it. I'm sure he's stuck somewhere on the other side, but... So that definitely was longer than 45 seconds, I think, right? So I shouldn't have to worry about that. And he didn't get stuck. So who knows what side he landed on, but hopefully he's down here. And he's unloading. And is it going anywhere? It is not. And I can tell you why. I never put, or I don't need, I might need, hold on. I never set this to actually output, so there we go. Alrighty, now we have another working, well, semi-working lava. Lava is everywhere. Lava everywhere. Okay, so I don't know where that all went. I'll leave this open for now. Basically, we have what I hope to be a working lava collection system. So this should eventually fill back up, and I can get rid of like the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those stupid things I have going down here. They go all the way down to the basement, and then they go all the way to the like every little tiny thing of lava that I could find. I was trying to suck up with this stupid thing. It worked. Don't get me wrong, it worked really well, but I was in the middle of like nowhere land with this thing by the end of it. I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. And I mean, I was getting it, and it was working, but every once in a while it would like, as soon as they like, one side gets lower, and like, so I think most of this was filled with lava, and now that this is lower than this part, it didn't work, and then this side over here did the same thing, and it was just a big pain. It was kind of nice for when I was like mining down here, but once we get the quarry set up, it should be null. Like, there's no reason to be digging down underneath your bases and stuff anymore once you start doing that stuff. But I don't know. It works. It's a pretty solid setup. So I guess that's it for day 13. This has been Apollyon, and I'll see you tomorrow.